What's going on, everybody? This is Ryan A. Polk, and welcome to another episode of a wrap up. And today, I got a special guest with me today. I got two special guests. One's in the cut and one's on the camera. I got Skip, McDougle, and his wife Kiana.
McDougle.
McDougle. Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
my bad. McDougle. Yes,
you
and,
good.
and his wife Kiana, who's in the cut right now. Man,
Hi.
welcome you guys, man. And you know, I really wanted to review this movie because these two are really big horror fans. I've done a short film with them, a horror short film with them called The Final Girl, which you can check out on YouTube, by the way. And and yes, you guys got to see a private screening of Scream, didn't y'all?
Yeah. Early screening. Thursday, the day before it came out.
Oh, okay, yeah, and
Yeah.
I saw it the other day, and in the storyline for this, it's always somebody different, but it's always somebody that, as they said on the poster, is somebody which is true. We got Ghostface. He's back after 2011, technically,
Yeah.
since that was when
Yeah.
the last Scream came out.
hmm
And one of these things that I am happy about is that I'm happy that this thing was not a reboot. It's actually a sequel still.
Yeah, indeed.
I
Indeed.
agree with that.
Yeah, because that would have sucked if they tried to, reboot the whole thing and then just wash away everything else that was already set in stone, set in there before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And so with the storyline, you got that, Ghostface is back. We got some new characters and we got some returning characters back. You got David Arquette who's back, and then you got I can't even think of the actress's name. The one who plays Sydney.
Uh, Courtney Cox and
Yeah.
Nev Campbell.
Yes, Nev
That
Campbell and Courtney Cox. Yes. Yeah,
the
so
OG.
yes, yes, definitely the OG, man. Sydney kind of reminds me, man, of the girl from Resident Evil. Mila's
Oh
character.
yeah,
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 about the zombies.
yeah.
And
Which they
so
they're supposed to bring her back sometime too in the next one of the next installments of that movie, even though that's a whole nother thing.
yeah, that is yes, because I haven't seen Raccoon City yet, but
Me either.
yes, but I haven't heard too many good things about it. But yeah, like you said, that's another different story.
Yeah.
So what did you guys think? What did you guys think about it? Have when after you guys seen it?
I honestly enjoyed it. I think that it was like you said, it was good that it was a sequel and not them trying to like reboot the entire franchise. I like the characters that they brought, like the niece and nephew of Randy. Like I like things like that. I like how they were able to tie it back to the original characters while still, like it being something new. Uh, there were a couple things that I didn't really like with it, but overall I enjoyed it though. It was really good.
So for me, I thought it was okay. And me and him had this debate actually after the movie. I
Yeah,
think we talked about it.
yeah,
I'm glad that, you know, they didn't harp on like having Ghostface be the same somebody's son or uncle or family member. I like that it was a different aspect to who the Ghostface killer was.
Mhm.
I feel like they they hung on the fandom trope really hard. Like really pushed it on there instead of kind of just letting it flow in the movie, if that makes sense.
Eh, I mean, the fandom, I kind of see where it's coming from because there were literally two dudes who killed a friend of theirs after the first Scream came out, emulating that movie. So it's like they were harping on that, like that aspect of it, that fans who take it too far, who want to be just that big a part of it that they willing to kill somebody for it.
True.
Ryan, what do you think?
Well, I thought that. So I will say this now. When it comes to the franchise, I've only seen Scream 1, and I saw some of Scream 2, and I seen Scream 4,
Mhm.
and some people were saying that this was the best one in the franchise from the reviews I was
I
reading.
disagree.
Yeah, I disagree too. I
I
think
disagree.
the first one is the best one. Did I like it better
Yeah,
than Scream
absolutely.
4? Yes. I mean, I liked it better than Scream 4, and I did think that the storyline was good, and and here on the wrap up, we don't we don't do spoilers because that's not what we do. But I did like when the killer was revealed, it did kind of catch me by surprise, because I'm pretty sure I was expecting a certain someone to be the killer, but then but then it wasn't the killer, and
Yeah.
and I also like one of the things I really did like about it is how they still kept the same they kept some of the same characters from the old French from the old ones still relevant, like with some of the hints that was in the movie,
Yes.
and I also had like that, how they still have brought back, Cindy and Dewey. I like that. But when it came to when it came to some of the fight scenes and some of the killing scenes, that's they're still classic. Ghostface. People who play Ghostface still got it.
Hmm.
But I did
Speaking
think.
of, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off,
Oh,
Ryan.
no, you good?
Speaking of that, so we had this discussion actually at work today.
Hmm.
How, and like you said, no spoilers,
Mm-hmm.
but how the Ghostface killer didn't really seem realistic because it was this certain individual that was able to overpower all of these people.
Okay, this is a pitfall. I understand where you're coming from. This is a pitfall that the fourth one even had for me also, where in the fourth movie, the killer was Charlie and her cousin Jen. I can't remember her name, but it was her cousin. Both of these characters are on just barely north of 5'5", and I mean like 150 pounds, maybe in their wildest dreams. But they supposed to have been like beating up all these people, taking all kind of
Yeah.
punishment, and then keep getting up and keep going. Also, they use stand-ins. The characters, the actors themselves never are in the Ghostface costume. They always have stunt actors,
Yeah.
and those are normally like average size to just slightly above average size dudes. And
Yeah.
they it's like
Not
the
really.
height, the difference kind of goes way off when you start to do that. And this last one also did it too. That was one of the only things that infuriated me, was that aspect. Was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
hey man, how can you have a killer who, when you reveal it, is this demure, smaller person than this dude that you seeing is like, he's supposed to be like, he's standing towering over all the other characters that he killing.
Yeah. Like
Exactly.
you expect me to believe that this Ghostface killer can actually take down Dewey, who's what? How tall is David Arquette?
Like 5'9",
5'9", 100, maybe what? Maybe 200,
160,
maybe around
160,
there. I might
170,
give him a
something like
little
that.
more. That's the only thing. It was like, I'm supposed to really believe this. That's how I
They-
knew
they
instantly
created-
who the killer was.
So they created like, and I love this. This is a writing thing that I love. Like they automatically like will create that plausibility with that. Whereas they will just earlier in the movie, he talked about how he had nerve damage, how he'd been stabbed this many times, he had nerve damage, he had a permanent limp, things like that. They create that slight plausibility where it's like, maybe.
Yeah.
But in any case, like, I don't see it.
Ryan, what do you think?
Yeah.
Well, I think that, I mean, because what you do and what you said, Skip, that is true. How he did mention how he got stabbed multiple times and got nerve damage, which is true because his ass did get stabbed a lot through many times in the movie, and I mean, yeah, I mean, it just that like because and I never even thought of it like that because Ghostface is tall in general. So yeah, they're obviously using to stump people. But then when they be revealing the killers, you killers be shorter and stuff. So
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
so yeah, like if you have you want, like that's actually that's like a pretty good Easter egg right there in a way.
Yeah.
In a way, it is, but I will say this, I mean, and as I mentioned earlier, whenever it comes to the killer for each Scream I did see, it was somebody who I was not expecting for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and and I still also like the fact how they still kept the flow going, the nostalgic flow going of how in the beginning, he's calling, asking what's your favorite scary movie, and whatnot, and one of the things I do think is that if now I don't think the movie did suck, but have Wes Craven would have been alive, I do think it probably would have been a whole lot, like I say, a whole lot better, but like it probably would have been more better than what it is.
Yeah.
If Wes Craven would have directed.
I think they kept up with the whole jump scare, and I feel like this one was a lot more gory.
Absolutely, yeah.
Than the other ones. I think I honestly, in the overall, will say I think they did Wes Craven well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
For trying to carry on his story and his legacy.
Mm-hmm.
I think they did an awesome job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, without a doubt they did.
Yeah, because those directors were like young.
Yeah.
So it was like they were only studying Wes Craven through watching his work.
Right.
Instead of actually being able to say, hey, I worked with him. Because like the way they looked when we got to see like the after interview thing, it looked like when the first Scream came out, they had to been what, children? Yeah,
they were probably the same. Yeah. They probably the same age as me.
Yeah, they had to been at least teenagers when the first one came out.
Probably not even.
Maybe not 10. Even 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
well, I think I was younger than 10 when Scream came out, because the first one came out in what year? Like 96, I think.
Yeah, 96.
Yeah.
Okay, I was 3 when that came out. So yeah.
Holy crap.
Man, how old are you, man?
I am 28. I'll be 29 this year.
Okay.
Holy.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
I was 6 when it came out.
Holy crap! I'm not even gonna say how old I was, because clearly I'm the oldest person here.
Oh, it's okay. Man. You don't need to.
Well, as long as you're not older than, as long as you're not the same age as Cindy or Dewey, you should feel too old.
Sydney.
I think me and Sydney are about.
No, they were. No. She was like 20 when it came out. Yeah.
Well, in 96, I was
12.
12? Was I 12? Yeah, 12.
Okay. So you wasn't allowed to see it. So yeah, consider yourself young.
Yeah, I was allowed to see it.
I saw it. Yeah. I remember seeing it.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it, dude. I
remember seeing it. Yeah, and I still remember seeing it too at the first. Well, even though I was 3 when it came out, but I still remember. I remember when my parents had the VHS, because my mom is a big fan of the series, and I'm talking about we had the VHS when the cover of it was the girl and her skin was blue and everything, looking all scared. Yeah, that was when we had that copy. But
okay.
But so out of all the Screams, would you say this Scream is better than any? Well, of course we agreed the first one is the best, but did you enjoy it more than 2, or like did you enjoy it more than 3 or 4?
Definitely more than 3.
Yeah.
My personal ranking is just personally, I say 2, 1. I almost want to give it to this one to say like 5, 4, 3. Objectively, the one is like the best one. I think it's just the second one definitely took a wider, broader step onto the whole self-referential and just the horror genre in general, with starting off with Black characters that's speaking on that, and then just introducing that to the film. Like, you had the Black characters in the beginning that die. The Black characters die first, but then you had a Black character later on in the movie who does the actual Black thing and gets the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah.
Like the third one, it was just terrible. Nobody really even acknowledges it as that well, but like, it's okay. The fourth one, I enjoyed the fourth one a whole lot. It still had that pitfall at the end where they, for some reason, the 2 characters that were killing everybody was small. And then, but that's neither here nor there. Then this one is just like I enjoyed it, man. Like it was they definitely did. It was a good twist, really solid twist. Uh and I loved its self-referentialness. Like I love that they had things in it like they revealed that Kirby from the last movie actually lived. She didn't die.
Yeah.
In little tidbits they reveal, like I didn't know this, but the other killer, Stu, the Matthew Lillard, the actor, was actually played Ghostface in one of the screen, not screen, but the Stab trailers. So in those movies he actually played Ghostface in a Stab movies.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like I mean they put so much detail into it, like Tatum's ashes, Dewey having Tatum's ashes, the how their relationship mirrored their real life relationship. Like it was very layered. Like it was really good.
And I definitely like to play on to the original.
Yeah.
Inside that one,
mm-hmm.
like when she was watching her uncle on TV.
Yeah.
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 Like I like that.
See,
even how they killed the killer.
You said what?
Even how they killed the killer. So, you a big Tarantino fan?
Somewhat.
Okay. Have you seen his last one, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
No, I haven't seen that one.
They actually referenced that the way one of the killers gets killed, it's almost just exactly like she did. I'm giving away spoilers. Try not to, sorry. But they reflect on how the actor gets killed in another movie. And even that is like in and of itself is just like that's just sweet filmmaking, like to have it, like check it out. Like when you see it, it's one of those, when you see it, you don't immediately like, oh man, they did that just like this. And it's like it's real sweet. I like that.
Oh, okay.
Killing one was so much more evolved.
Oh yeah, like way more brutal.
Scenes were so much more
the death scenes, and the acting was good too. Like these newcomers, they did a good job too.
Yeah.
These new actors,
Did you know, like the one guy was Cuba Gooding Jr.'s
son?
See, I didn't know that when I looked up the cast. Yeah, and then when I saw it was Cuba Gooding Jr.'s son, I'm like, oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Look at him trying to win.
Dennis Quaid's son. He's in it.
Well, I recognized him. Yeah, Randy Quaid. I recognized him.
Yeah.
Oh,
they definitely set a good tone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, I'm hoping this is the end of an era.
No.
You don't think so?
Actually, dependent. Well, they actually were the writer Kevin Williamson was saying, depending on how well this one does, he's thinking about doing another one.
And I was actually going.
I feel like, yeah.
Like I was actually going to ask that, like, if there was going to be a sequel, if there was to be a sequel, would you guys go see it? Because I would go see it because I like the last one. Yeah.
I just think that if they do another sequel, that it's gonna not have the original cast in anymore. So I don't think Neve Campbell would be in it. I think that they would just want to move away from that and then start, have a new final girl and follow her story, which would be cool.
Which is understandable because, like, when David Arquette said in his interview, he was like he was the first to sign on, and then he kind of just brought everybody else back in with him. So I could see them not just being like, all right, this was it for us. Because like, what other turn could the movie really take other than going after her children?
Yeah.
Here's a good turn. Plot. Here's a good turn for it.
Yes.
Billy's dad. So in the original, the whole thing was because Billy's mom was cheating, and then all of this shit snowballed.
Yeah.
Billy's dad
could come back.
Just he could have snapped, want revenge.
Yeah, that's true. And lastly, lastly, as we get ready to wrap this up, this review up, out of 5 stars. Okay, so both of you, out of 5 stars, what would you give this?
I'll let you go first.
Of course. Out of 5 stars, I'll give it a 4.
4.
I'll give it a 4.
I'd agree. 4.5.
Okay, 4.5. And for its
Four
grade,
and a
what would
half.
you give it?
Say that one more time.
For its grade, what grade would you give it?
Probably a B plus.
I agree. I'd give it a B plus.
Yeah, B plus.
And okay, and there was one more thing I forgot to mention lastly. And this is so would you recommend people to go see it, or just wait for it to go to the red box?
I recommend to go see it. It was a good theater experience, man. Like the I'm a big fan of like scores, and the guy who did the original score, Marconi, he did this score, and it's like I love how they did aspects like putting the song Red Right Hand, which has been in all the movies. He was able to fit that into the movie in a different way than just like having it simply play. And then it's just like it adds to the tension of things. It adds when you sitting there and then you hearing the music build, and then it's just like, like those, it adds to it,
Yeah, I definitely would say I would tell people to go to the movies, because I feel like because of the jump scares and the shock factors, like how when he was in the kitchen setting up and all those tension building, like to wait for Ghostface to be there. That's something you get a better feel of when you're in the movie theaters and you have that surround sound.
Mm-hmm.
It gets you want to jump with it when it happens.
Yeah. I agree. And me, honestly, I have to agree. I have to agree with I would have to agree with Kiana. Like I would give it I'll give it 4 out of 5 stars, and then I would also give it a B. I mean, I don't know if I almost wanted to give it 4.5, but it just can't top the original, and so I got to give it 4. I got to give it 4 out of 5 stars, and I also do recommend people to go see this. Do not wait for this thing to go to the red box, because I enjoyed this way more than I did Halloween Kills. It was.
I still haven't seen it. Feel bad. Still haven't seen it.
When you see it, you're gonna like this more than Halloween Kills.
Okay.
Yeah. It's because not to say that Halloween Kills sucked, because it didn't suck, but it just I don't know, it just wasn't quite there, and it could have been better. But this right here was this killed it. Well, man, I do want to thank you guys for doing this review with me. I actually look forward to doing another horror movie review with you guys, because
I'm always down, man.
Yes, you guys are one of the biggest horror fans I have ever met, and I love horror movies as well. So yes, so the next horror movie that comes out, man, yes, definitely want to get one in with you guys again. And
definitely that. Or I'm a huge Marvel fan, Ryan. So
we can do that too.
Yeah, we could have did the Spider-Man movie review. Oh man,
we just watched Spider-Man.
Just watched Spider-Man over the past weekend.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. See, I had to hurry up and get that review out there. Yeah, just like with this one, yes, I had to hurry up and get this one out here too. But man, to the viewers, man, if you like this video, make sure you hit like. Feel free to comment below what you thought about the review, or if you've seen the movie, feel free to comment below what you thought about the movie. And if you want to see more reviews from me, you hit the subscribe button to see some more, and we are out.